To this story now, Corruption Watch has released its 2022 annual corruption report titled Accelerating Justice. It says the report comes out at one of the lowest points in South Africa's democratic history. The body says years of graft and corruption have left a visible mark on towns and cities across the country. Let's get more from Corruption Watch Executive Director Karam Singh. Mr. Singh, good morning and thank you very much for joining us. So at the start of it, we understand you received around 2,000 corruption reports. Just take us through those. Which were the areas where people encountered the most corruption?
Thank you. Thanks so much for having us on the program. This is our annual report. Corruption Watch maintains a platform where we can receive complaints from the public about corruption, allegations of corruption. And the types of reports we receive are quite wide-ranging. We always see a significant number of complaints relating to the police, relating to issues in health services and schools, but also a significant number of complaints from mining communities about experiences they have and their sense of not receiving a fair a piece of the pie when it comes to revenues that come from mining.
And then how has your launch of VEZA, that particular tool, I remember you launched it in 2021 to assist perhaps in pushing for greater transparency within policing, which is a great problem as well. How has that assisted with the transparency?
Yeah, this is we're looking at ways in which we can engage more directly with the public. And one of the ways we can do that is by creating interactive digital tools. So what we've tried to do with the VEZA tool is create a platform where people can engage with it, where they can lodge issues that they may have about their local police station, but then also access information about resourcing. We know that we still live with a kind of apartheid spatial geography, particularly when it comes to resourcing around security and law enforcement, and that there are real issues around the challenges faced particularly in township communities around police services and the resources dedicated there. So the VEZA tool is an opportunity to give a bit more transparency into that space. It's an issue, getting all the information from the police. But where possible, we're trying to surface more information so that we can activate that idea of active citizens.
Then to be more granular, that report, if we had to talk about bribery, what do your findings indicate around bribing? Is there a greater number of individuals who bribe willingly versus those who are among the most vulnerable, who are left no choice but to bribe? What have your findings shown you there?
That's a real difficult question. I mean, I think I don't know that we necessarily in this report. This is not a research report. It's really an annual report which talks about a culmination of our work over the years. I think what we've seen over the years in terms of allegations around bribery is that it is oftentimes a case of people in a very vulnerable situation. We've had stories of engagements with youth who talk about when they go out in the evenings on the weekend, they have a certain small portion of money put aside to ensure that if they get stopped by the police in a drunk driving type of circumstance, that they can pay the police. So we can see that in a variety of circumstances, people are adapting their lifestyles in order to facilitate this type of bribery. Of course, we do see allegations across the board about more significant types of bribery, which happens within the echelons of in terms of the political elite.
Mr. Singh, we've been monitoring what's about to happen in Parliament insofar as the ESCOM exemptions are concerned. We're about to cross to Parliament. I just want to get your views quickly. What do you make of that whole debacle?
A debacle indeed. It seems as if we are in a situation where we're lowering the bar. Following all the disclosures from the Zondo Commission, the disclosures about ESCOM losing R1 billion a month, we would have thought that the standards would be raised, that we would be seeking greater transparency and greater accountability for corruption, not a kind of a technical approach to hoodwink rating agencies to say that we have an unqualified audit when we're not actually reporting on fruitless and wasteful expenditure. So it's not a good look for Eskom. It's not the step in the right direction. We'll listen quite closely at the hearing, and I think we can only join the chorus, whether it be from the trade union movement, opposition parties, and others, from civil society, to say this is not a progressive move and undermines principles around accountability and transparency.